Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Erin.
And we are back with another double-blind head-to-head where we draw these samples at random from our pool of bourbons and ryes that have been paired up to make good matchups. Hopefully this makes for a very fun and informative and hopefully maybe a little bit of an entertaining video. But we pair things up based on maybe availability or price. Maybe something is findable, something else is not findable, and you can find a good substitute. If you like that style of content, think about subscribing to the channel because this is what we do over here every week.
Yep.
And if you like the video, like the video. Let's go ahead and get to the nose on this first one.
Cool.
We are.
Let's do it. This smells like I imagine this would smell when it was fresh. This like wood thing here with stain on it and everything.
Really? You're getting that much woodiness, huh?
Wood and stain.
Okay, what kind of stain?
This color stain.
Okay. To me, I'm getting a really nice combination of smell. First off, smells like bourbon. I should say that right up front. And what I'm getting is a really nice combination of cherry, vanilla, oak. That all is kind of mingling. It's not very strong on the nose. It just smells very generally pleasant. And I think of everything, the cherry is what jumps out to me the most.
I'm not getting vanilla. I can see your cherry. I can match your cherry there, but I'm not getting vanilla. But I'm getting oak and cherry for sure.
Let's get it on the palate.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Really?
It's got like a cola-esque finish, but it kind of tastes like that pink stuff janitors put down in schools after kids get sick.
Interesting. Okay. To me, I can see what you're saying, but I'm getting everything I got on the nose. It's coming through on the palate. Coming through with more spice than I expected.
Yeah.
And maybe are you saying cola-like flavor or cola effervescence?
Finish, effervescence.
A little bit of carbonation.
Prickliness.
Yeah. And I'm reading that as spice. There's just a kind of spice fireworks going off on the back of the palate. And
kind of like a watered-down Pop Rocks finish.
Yeah, that's a good point. And now the nose is getting more concentrated sweet. It's almost getting like candy sweet, like a sweet tarts type of note or something. Or sprees, I say that sometimes.
Ooh, I can see sprees.
Yeah,
the chewy sprees.
Yep, another sip.
Ooh, I got something weird. I don't like it.
You're not feeling that one, huh? Mm-mm. Interesting.
Ooh, I don't know what that was. There was like a sour tinge.
I think you may be getting oak, like the oak that's on here. I could see you saying sour. I'm getting the cherry forward big time. Lots of cherries, like the bright red, the maraschino cherries, not the Luxardo, not dark cherries, not black cherry. Just straight up bright red cherry.
Yeah.
Over top of a very bland vanilla ice cream. Like it's not popping with vanilla. It's buried underneath all the cherry. I can't wait to see how Glass 2 stacks up in comparison.
Better.
Let's get into it. I like Glass 1.
This smells very woody as well.
I'm getting almost nothing on the nose here. It smells like I'm smelling an empty glass.
No. It does smell like air.
Yeah.
Woody air.
Outside air.
With trees.
With trees in the nearby distance.
Like freshly cut trees.
Yeah, that's literally all I'm getting. It smells way more faint than Glass 1.
Yep.
There's not a lot going on. Let's get it on the palate and see.
Kind of tastes the same. Woody. Light, kind of airy.
When you say same, do you mean same as the nose or same as Glass 1?
Same as the nose.
Okay.
Not the same as Glass 1. It's interesting because I like the flavor of this better than Glass 1, but I also wouldn't say I technically like this flavor.
Well, I mean, that's fair. That's what we're here for, to tell you whether we like it or not.
I guess that's what we're doing.
To me, it seems more faint than Glass 1.
Yeah.
It's not as concentrated. It's not as sweet.
Yeah.
It's not as lively.
Yeah.
Everything's a little bit more tempered and subdued. Glass 1 was lively on the palate. I honestly think...
It was. Whether you liked that or not remains to be seen, but it was lively. I will agree.
And this is going to be really interesting because we give you our first impressions here, but then we take a minute and we clear our palates, we take some time, we start with Glass 2, go back to Glass 1, do some comparing. And I think this comparison specifically needs that a lot because Glass 2 for me, I think is getting washed out by Glass 1. And I'm having trouble because I'm still detecting the finish on Glass 1 with that spice on the back of my palate that I think it's just kind of overriding Glass 2. Let's take another sip, see if we get anything else.
No new news to report.
Man, it is pretty good. Man, I don't know why. I feel like I get a little bit of a buttered popcorn note on the finish there.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah, we're just going to need some time here. I'm a little confused by this matchup. We're going to take our time, clear our palates. We'll be back with some more thoughts in a minute. Quite interesting, although maybe not for the ways you would think. What do you think about these two after spending some time with them?
Meh.
Both of them?
Yeah. I mean, I have official
that's right.
ratings. I have official ratings I'll give you later, but overall they were both kind of like meh.
Well, which one did you prefer?
I preferred Glass 2.
Okay.
However,
Was it a flavor profile thing because you didn't like the flavor profile of Glass 1?
correct.
Okay.
Glass 1 had way more flavor, but I just didn't like the flavor that was there.
Better finish, better flavor.
Yeah, better, like, more, I'm not going to say better, more
There you
flavor,
go.
more of a finish.
Yeah.
This one was a weaker. I just preferred the taste of this one over this one.
Yeah.
So,
So, what are your ratings?
thumbs down on Glass 1, just okay on Glass 2.
Wow.
I didn't particularly care for either of them, but if I have to pick, I'm picking Glass 2.
Okay. For me, Glass 1 was, I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say great was the word my mind was going towards,
Yeah.
although that things get hyperbolic in the whiskey space. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
It had a strong flavor and a strong finish. If you liked
Yeah.
the flavor, then you'd probably
And
be your jam.
To me, these seem like they're cut from the same cloth.
Oh,
personally
really? You
speaking.
think?
Some of the flavors,
Okay.
the cherry, the vanilla, the oak, this one was just so much more muted. Glass
it
2,
was. I
everything
agree.
was tamped down, whereas Glass 1 had a concentration of flavor, better nose, better palate to me, way better finish. Like, it stuck around.
It did have a finish. Yeah.
Glass 2 was just generally good, but fairly weak overall.
Yeah.
My ratings are going to be a thumbs up on Glass 1 and a just okay on Glass 2. I can't wait to find out what these are.
Yeah.
I really have no clue. I try not to think about what things are.
It's fine.
We're going to find out price first and see if that changes our ratings, and then we'll find out what we're drinking.
Okay.
So the price on glass number 1 is number 47 in our key. So glass number 1's price,
47.
my favorite, your least
Oh,
favorite.
dang, Gina.
Is it high? Because it's got a concentration of flavor.
It's $150.
Can't say I'm surprised. What's glass number 2?
Number 48, $25.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, that checks out.
Okay. I think there is that much of a
Boom.
difference in these two. Now, whether this is worth 150, you're staying thumbs down on glass
Yeah,
1.
because the flavor of what was in the glass was not a flavor I liked. But there was power, there was proof, there was, maybe not proof. There was flavor and power. I just didn't like the flavor.
Yeah. I'm going to stay thumbs up on it. I think the concentration of flavor that you get on this glass is not a normal thing. Like I said, I almost wanted to say great, but it's very, very good. Glass 2 for $25. I'll go thumbs up on. I'm going to go thumbs up on both of these now. This will change my rating on this. This is a great price.
I'm still staying just okay at glass number 2 for the price. Good price, but the flavor is just kind of like meh.
Right, but the flavor that is there, I like that flavor, so that's why I'm going thumbs up.
But I'd spend $25 on something else personally.
All right, let's find out what glass 2 is first.
Number 48. Wild Turkey 101.
Really? Wow, what's glass number 1?
International Wild Turkey 101.
Oh, man.
12 year. I just poo-pooed Wild Turkey, which is one of our favorite brands.
Man, I was getting so much cherry and vanilla.
The blinds
and I wasn't getting,
don't lie.
I wasn't getting the cinnamon that I normally get. Although I did get spice on the back end of the first glass. Okay,
Blinds don't lie.
so the
My hips don't lie and blinds don't lie.
the international release of Wild Turkey 101 12 year. I put this in here because I was wondering, is it really all that better than the regular Wild Turkey 101?
How did you get that?
This is thanks to, I mean, we have multiple samples of this from multiple people. Bill Kavanaugh sent us a sample. I think Mike James sent us a sample. Mike O'Connell sent us a sample inside of a blind flight.
Oh.
And it did very well in that. But I'm surprised to hear that you don't like the flavor profile on it today.
There was something sour in that, like, second or third sip that I got that was just like hard pass.
Probably that old turkey oak, and we have tried Russell's 13 before, although not very much. We've had one sample of it so far, and you did not like that either because it kind of had something a little sour and bitter to you.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I like sour candy. I don't like sour whiskey.
Now that we know what they are, let's take a sip of Wild Turkey 101 and see what we think.
I mean, of course I'm going to think it's better.
Now I get the cinnamon.
Of course I'm going to think it's better because now I know it's Wild Turkey 101.
Yep. I really enjoy that. I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of the International just to revisit and speak to the differences now that I know what they are.
No, still not for me today. Would you like it?
Yes, I will happily take the remainder of yours. The orange, okay, so the cherry, vanilla is there. The oak is there. The concentration of flavor, the spice. I'm getting the cinnamon on the back end now. It's wild when you're doing stuff blind because when I drink turkey, I'm looking for cinnamon. And I really like that note. I was getting spice on the back of the
We
palate
both
in
got
glass
spice.
one.
I equated it to carbonation.
Right.
Cola, yeah.
And I just, it's so rounded with the spice that is there. I'm going to assume based on the age that it just didn't come across quite as sharp and prickly as, turkey spice can come across. It came across a little bit more like carbonation. I would love to have a bottle of this.
I'm sure you would.
Now, $125 or $150, which is what it should cost, I would be happy to pay that to have one. Definitely want a bottle of that. Probably just not going to have a chance to get it. Like most of you, I hoped that Wild Turkey 101 on the shelf would put up a little bit more of a fight.
It didn't.
However,
I did like it better.
I will say that if you cannot find Wild Turkey 101 12-year international release for retail, go get a Calumet 16 or 15-year.
Okay.
You're going to get the cherry, you're going to get the vanilla, you might not get the cinnamon, you might not get that effervescent thing that we were finding, but you're going to be able to find it on a shelf for the same price that this should cost without having to pay a markup for this. Just my opinion. If you've tried the Wild Turkey 12-year, leave your opinions in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. While you're down there, hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you like the style of content, and hit the bell if you want to join us on a live stream for a pour. We do them once a month. Join on in.
Yep, that's it for today. Be good to each other, and until next time,
Cheers.